All right, good morning, fifth graders, and welcome to our science lesson for Wednesday. Also, welcome to my bathroom. So, we are going to talk a little bit about Sally Ride, who was the first American woman in space, and that is why I'm wearing my astronaut shirt. When Sally Ride went into space, one of the first things she noticed was looking down at the Earth how much water there was. And as she spent more time in space, she started to think, well, that's so much water, but how much of it is actually drinkable? So that is the question that we are going to try to figure out. So first, I have my bathtub, which is full of 20 liters of water that I measured using this measuring cup, and I've labeled it total water, as you can see right there. And that is all of the water on Earth, but as we know, you can't drink all of the water on Earth. In fact, some of it is salt water. And we can't drink salt water because it would dehydrate us and make us die. And that's fun, but what we want to figure out is how much fresh water there is. So let me measure that out. And I'm going to show you how I do that to make sure I am precise, which means very, very close to what my measurement needs to be. So I'm just going to get a whole bunch of water right there and see if it's close to what I need. Now when we're measuring, we try to set things on a flat surface so we can see where the water levels out. I can see it's at about 16 ounces, but we're measuring in milliliters, so I'm going to look on this side. It looks like about 400, and then I go up to 450. Now that is very close, but it is not enough. I'm going to use this handy turkey baster, if you remember that, to get me a little closer to where I need to be. Alright, so that is a little bit extra. Not quite there yet. And almost. They're so close. Look at that. It's almost at the line. And there we go. 500 milliliters, or half a liter of all of the water on Earth is fresh water. So now we have taken all of the fresh water out of total water. I'm going to put that right there. And that also means that I have changed the original label of total water, and it is now ocean water. So as we come back to our fresh water, not all of the water that's fresh water is drinkable either. And that's for a couple different reasons. I gave you the labels unavailable and undrinkable. So let's figure out how much of the water is unavailable. So water that is unavailable may be unavailable because it is in a glacier. It's in the ice caps in Antarctica and the Arctic. It could even be in our atmosphere as clouds, and it may be in the soil too. So that's a lot of different reasons why water may be unavailable. Now I'm going to measure all the water that is unavailable by pouring it into here and measuring once again using the lines. So I will pour slowly, and I'll go to 200 first. Alright, that's 200. I'm going to pour it into our unavailable container. And now I'm going to go to 100. So 200 plus 100, then I'll be at 300 total. Alright, that's 100 milliliters here, 300 milliliters here. Now I'm going to go to 75. I can see the 50, and I know between 50 and 100, halfway down is 75, so I'm going to hit that line right there. So I'm going to pour it in. That is 75. And now in here, we are at 375 75 milliliters of water that is unavailable. So, if that's unavailable, this is the fresh water we're left with. This is the fresh water that we're left with. Still can't use all of it because if you remember, some of it is unusable. And there are a couple of reasons for that. If you remember, in our previous science lessons, we talked about how pollution can make water unusable because it would hurt us if we drank it. I'm just going to take out a little tiny bit. I'm going to take out 0.6 milliliters. Now this is a very small measurement, so I'm using a syringe. And let me get way up close and show you that this is 6 milliliters total. And I need 0.6 milliliters, and that's a whole lot less. And since 0.6 is a decimal, that's less than 1. Now each of these little lines is 20% of 1 milliliter. 0.6 as a decimal is the same as 60%. So if I get 1, 2, 3 of these lines, that will be the same as 60%, or 0.6 milliliters. So this might be a little difficult to film, but let me try. Oh, that helps, thank you. So, if you can get through there at all, and if it's okay if we can't, I am going to just try to get to the first 3 lines, so I will go very slowly. Alright, we are just inside the top. I'm going to pull it out, and that's not 3, so now I'm going to push a little out, so I get to exactly 3. And there we go. Right over here, that is 0.6 milliliters. And what we're left with, this is what we can use as our drinkable water. That is, let me measure it out, just above 100 milliliters. That's almost 125 milliliters total. That is drinkable. I fooled you. So remember, 125 milliliters compared to what we started with, 20 liters or 20,000 milliliters. Remember that this compared to all of the water in the world, 20 liters, just this little bit, this is all we have. So we need to make sure that we treat our water carefully, that we make sure we use it respectfully, and make sure there's enough for everybody. So thank you for sticking around with me as we did this science exploration.